A strange and bizarre Monday morning this is. And I'll explain that to you. I was at work the Sunday night and it was busy. I was really busy. Until about 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock I dropped off my customer and then I went to my favorite spot and fell asleep. Watching video, of course. I was watching a video and fell asleep. Well, I slept. And what woke me up was the indicator saying, well, you're going to be taken off the board unless you do something soon. So I just canceled that timer that was going to count me out. And I went back to sleep. So I'd been sitting for 2 hours, I think, and then I went to sleep again. Okay. I'm up here where the bank is. And there's another car right on my ass. And he's going the other way, gladly. Or I'm happy that he's going the other way. So, I was awakened with a call to go to the 7-Eleven nearest me. I went there. There was a girl in uniform, and it was a Tim Hortons uniform. Now, Tim Hortons, if you don't know, is a coffee and donut place, right? Tim Hortons is a coffee and donut place. So I got there and there was this, she's on the way and it's real close. It's like a $6 fare. And the meter ticks over $5 and she says, all I have is $5. And I mean, I said, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And thing is, she had a lot of food with her. She had a lot of bread and stuff. And she was going to the Tim Hortons, where I guess ostensibly she works. And so she ends up giving me $5.15. It was $6.10 on the meter. After a 5-hour sleep, or after a 3-hour sleep, between 3:15 and 5:20, and then I get shorted $1. I mean, there's such a comedy in the whole thing that, okay, fine. So most of the proceeds of the night were Interac and credit card. I'm going to deposit something like $40 here at the bank. This was a slow Monday night. It was a slow Monday night. So how did I do $420? Well, I'll tell you. Part of it had to do with this airport run at the end, which was $57. Another part of it had to do with my generous customer who didn't pay me 1 week. I think I mentioned that in one of these vlogs. One time he went to his friend's house and didn't pay, but he said, I'll pay you $100 next time. Anyway, he was short of cash for a couple of weeks and he ended up paying me the $100 tonight. Plus, 2 fares totaling up to another $70. So $170 from him and another 56 or 57 for this. So that's 227 of 418 was from the airporter and my generous customer. Besides that, I made just a little under $200 for the whole night. I went to sleep about 4 or 5 times. What else happened? It was just one of those slow nights. Had one customer complain that she had a bad ride in one of our cabs. She told me that the car's shocks in the back were shot. So she told the driver, hey, your shocks are shot. And he didn't take very kindly to that. He said, oh no, they're brand new or something like that. You don't know what you're talking about. And anyway, she was complaining about that. And then I said, well, I hope this ride is more satisfactory than that one. What else was bizarre tonight? I didn't, I'm trying to remember. There was something. There was something going on that I can't place it for the moment. Oh, this is what happens when you're sleep deprived and you're getting old. Oh. I'm trying to think what it was. There was something. I know there was something. I'm sure there was something. How can my memory fail me this bad? Oh, yes. I was sent on a trip, but then it was taken away from me. And then I stepped out to take a pee. I did that, and I came back in. Then it gave me the trip again, so I went for it. I got there, and a cab from another fleet was pulling out. So I assumed maybe that it's another customer. So I called the guy, and he said, well, I was told that by you guys that it would be 40 minutes to get a cab. So I canceled, and I called another one. Really? Well, then I called our office and I said, what's going on? I asked him, what's going on? And he said, well, he said that the call taker said it could be between 0 and 40 minutes. So the guy obviously assumed 40 minutes right away. That you know, the longest possible is, worst case scenario is what's going to be. But he apparently didn't cancel, and he made sure that I got there and then drove away. I said, okay, well, we'll just take him off a priority customer list, and he won't be a priority anymore. There you go. Yeah, that's about it. I'm going to pull into a car wash, hose this thing down, then head into town. The time is now 5:31. I got a chiropractor's appointment at 7. The time is now 5:18 on a Wednesday morning. 5:18. So I've gone through the whole night, and oh, just let me count the money. Okay, I got $313 on. So that's good. That's acceptable. That's great. That's wonderful, and that's fine. Can't complain with that. Not complaining at all. I should just be heading over to shut that off. Just dropped off my customer. And it's the same customer I had last week who appeared to have a broken bone, a broken rib. But in reality, I just had her this morning again. I just took her to work and found out that what she had was a collapsed lung. Or at least a partially collapsed lung with some liquid in it. And later on that day, she went to the emergency room and they checked her out and discovered what her problem was. So that was that. And now I'm on my way to do the end of the night thing. Yeah, there. It was quiet tonight, but I still did very well because, well, I had my generous customer again. 2 nights in a row I had my generous customer. This time he had a couple of $23 fares and, you know, a couple $23 fares made up to $18, so $80. So $80 of my 313 was from him calling. I did go to sleep several times. I slept a lot during the morning, and so yeah. Oh, I'm kind of glad the night is over, and it's warming up out there. That's a good thing because it was real cold at one point during the night. Now it's warmer again. Yeah, just slowly go to the bank. Take a look at the car, see how dirty it is. But even if it's dirty, I don't care. It's our, this morning the guy who's gonna drive it is our guy who's punctual. Who's on time, but he never shakes up the mats. He's on time. And 5:48 a.m. on a Thursday. I'm just at the end of my shift now. I just dropped off, I think, what is my last customer. It's drizzling rain. It's the kind of drizzling rain that just keeps drizzling and causes me, at least, to fall asleep. So I have fallen asleep about 18 times tonight. And it makes me wonder how I got $250 on, because I was doing a lot of sleeping. I tried to watch videos, but I'd always fall asleep halfway through. There was one point where I was awakened by the terminal here, by the pad. I woke up and it said I had a time call in 10 minutes. Well, I was watching a video, so I thought I'd watch the rest of the video, which had like a minute or two to go, and then I could go get the time call without any problems. But I fell asleep in the last 2 minutes of the video, and then the phone rang at 1 minute till the time call, before the time call was due. It was our dispatcher saying, "Did you fall asleep?" Affirmative. So that's what happened. It was a slow, long night. It felt like it was going to go on forever. Every time I'd start to watch a video, I'd fall asleep. Yeah, these nights where it's drizzling and drizzling and drizzling, it just gives me a melatonin overload, and I can't help but fall asleep. So I'll get to the car wash, get the biggest dirt off of it, do the usual, go to the bank, deposit some money, go undercover and detail the interior because I don't want to be rained on when I'm doing that. Then fuel it and park it and slog home in the drizzle. Then be at home and probably go to sleep for a little nap. Then inevitably I will wake up. And then have something to eat, and then have something to drink, and then go to sleep again for my last night of the week. See? I'm tired. I was tired since the beginning of my shift. It was a slow, relaxing night. I just got to run to the airport for $50, and still I only have 210 on. So before this run to the airport, I had $160, which really for the whole night is not that much, especially when you consider $110 of that is lease on a Thursday night, and $50 more is what I got, and I'm sure I used about $20 in fuel. So before this airport, I was looking at making $30 for the whole night. Fortunately, it ended up being $80. And that's it. It's Friday morning. The time is 4:18. My chances of getting much after this are pretty slim, when you consider it's going to take me 20 minutes to drive back into town. So by the time I'm back in town, it's 20 minutes till the end of my shift. And I don't like to work any longer than the end of my shift anyway. I don't have to go to the bank because I don't have that much cash. And what cash I do have will go towards my grocery bill. And I'll make up the rest of it in Iraq. It's not a problem. I did deposit enough money this week to pay for my groceries and then some. Oh, what a week. I did a lot of sleeping this week. I tried looking at videos all night, but every time I would start looking at videos, I would fall asleep. Same thing yesterday. I've got a lot of either a lot of melatonin in my system, or I'm just tired, weary, exhausted. Anyway, made it to the roundabout, so hope yours is better than mine. Well, it's almost exactly an hour later, and I'm pulling away from the airport again. I got into town, and I thought for some reason it was an hour later. I thought I only had 40, or I thought I had only 20 minutes left of my shift, but it was 20 to 5 rather than 20 to 6. And I got a call. I guess it was just 10 minutes to 5, and I got another call going, and I picked up this guy and he went to the airport. So that makes 2 airporters in a row, 2 airporters this morning. So instead of 210, I've got 270 on, which is better. Meaning that I've made a bigger profit this time, which is great. Anyway, for the second time I'll say it, hope yours is better than mine.